This is the video I've been waiting for. Now that I have the car somewhat back together again and the interior pretty close where I want it to be, I want to get into exterior and visual modifications, small and big, before taking care of the paint and all the seals. In the meantime, I also finished all the undercoating and even painted it already. So all I need to do underneath is changing all the axle bits, which we'll also do in this episode. Because I have something that is related and will change the look immensely on this car. But let's start off with these suckers. I will be changing these to clear ones or rather uncolored ones because there's a certain look I'm going for. The first idea was to delete them all together and weld them shut because as far as I know in the US they were never required, but don't quote me on that. And the second option was a bit more exotic, and that was going for a set of clear 348 Ferrari side indicators because they're nice and round and would fit the theme better alongside other modifications we'll be doing right now. However, I also want to test the easy route and picked up a set of LED blinkers to see how they fit in the overall picture. Besides, I can revisit this anytime. Okay, let's try to pop this out. Shouldn't be too hard. Go on. Oh, there we go. Ooh, I should probably repair that. Yeah, I really like those, but I would have to make some sort of 3D printed adapter to make them fit properly. Yeah, maybe down the road. Ooh, that's a tight fit. That's about... Ooh, there we go. Okay, that's nice enough. Now that I've done those, I obviously need to do the fronts as well. Questionable quality. But more importantly, to go with them, I got a set of RS inlets, which is one of the coolest details on a 964 in my opinion. And I even painted them already in GP white, so all I have to do now is start taking off the bumper again. The next bit is a no-brainer really, because I want to replace these. I got myself a set of 993 mirrors from like Lithuania, and that is because right-hand drive mirrors are not easy to find, let me tell you. But I also got them painted already, and now we'll pop them on. The mirrors are the reason I was considering round-shaped indicators, but with that done, let's take care of these. These aren't turbo shape, and I was considering going for 993 handles, which I've seen color match to cars. But before I go that route, I'll give these a glow up. Okay, I sprayed them down in primer and color, so let's have a quick look. Yeah, we'll see how this feels on the car, but I'm gonna let them dry for now. Okay, let's get to installing one of the more impactful bits. I bought an air suspension strut set from TA Technics, and the great thing about these is they come with full documentation, so they're legal in Germany without the police hassling me about it. Along with a fresh set of anti-roll bars from H&R, as well as tons of small parts like arms and links with fresh bushes, and new ball bearings are pressed in already. I'm going to show you some beauty shots of the parts, and then I'm going to throw up a time lapse of the installs. And that's where it's all gone wrong. It's several days later and all the parts are in, but it turned into a huge ordeal. Let me show you. So, right here, the head of the bolt sheared off because the bolt was seized in here completely. And that meant I had to replace the entire side member here, going from all the way here up to here. Then another bolt sheared off in the back, as well as one in the front. I had to slowly cut out the member so we could drill out the rear one, thanks to my brother who fought with it for hours, and fillet it back far enough so I could turn the member out with the seized bolt in the front. Galvanic corrosion is no joke, and I literally tried everything. I torched it, I bought an induction heater, and I even tried ammonia, but none of that helped. Anyway, that's done and the shocks are in too, for which I had to remove the airbox as well as the blower fan, which will not be going back in there because I have different plans. Let's move on to some cooler bits now, which are the calipers that I had powder coated. I think that looks great. But let's get to the main attraction of the video. I got myself a set of Workmeister S1s, but these are a bit special. They are the FVD Brombacher version and are nearly 30 years old. I snagged them up for a killer price here because someone had them imported on a card but didn't care to restore them as they were in a rather sorry state. I took them apart and had them powder coated, and now all I need to do is bolt them together again. What makes these different from the regular mices is that they have the Porsche style center cap recesses, as well as that they come in half and full inch lip and barrel sizes, as opposed to the 1/4 and 3/4 lip and barrel sizes normal mices come with, as far as I know. Anyway, these came in 18x8 and 18x10, but there are several reasons why I want to change that. First, getting tires for the front that offer a slight stretch is pushing what I feel comfortable with. A 195/40 is way too narrow and not what I'm about to put on a 964. Leading into the second issue is that 964s have a ton of front rake just like E36s. If I ran a 245/35 in the back as well as a 205/35 in the front, that would just exacerbate the rake even more. And lastly, my 964 is a C4, meaning it's all-wheel drive, so my solution is going to cover all the bases. Because the mice's lips and barrels have exactly a 1 inch difference front to back, I will be swapping the lips so it'll leave me with a 18x9 inch wheel all around. That means I can run a square setup with two 25/35 tires. And this was of course just to show you, because these discs are going to be rear mounted in the end and all four of them are identical. I also checked the new specs against the work wheels data and had new stickers made to reflect the changes. Let's put them on. And I also got a set of Porsche center caps that I paint matched, and this should tie everything together nicely. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Oh. Surprisingly, the front looks really good, but let me show you. The rear is gonna need some rolling because it's sitting right on the edge of the tire. But dang, this is looking like something. I'm gonna give it a mild roll, and then I'll put the bumper and side skirts back on to see the finished result finally. And that is the exterior pretty much complete the way I envisioned it. Bar the headlights, which I still have a special project for in mind, and obviously all the seals that I still got to take care of and tidy up. Admittedly, I am pretty slow at making progress, but I do believe the end result will make up for it. I do have another potential video in the pipeline of buttoning up the interior, if there's interest for it, that is. If not, I'll just get it done because everything takes me 3 times as long trying to get something on tape while doing everything. Beyond that, I want to start focusing on a couple single mod tutorial style videos because I have a couple super cool projects in mind for this. Either way, in the coming weeks I'll have to wire up the suspension, and I do genuinely hope you like how the car sits now. And I also hope you enjoyed the journey there. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.